After traveling through the Alps for nearly 2 weeks, we've decided to end the trip in a different location.
The trip has been really awesome thus far, but I'm excited about this portion of it, the last portion, because we're in the heart of Alsace, France. Now, this area is not very well known back in the States, but they make some of the best white wines in the world here. This area has been making wine since before the medieval times. Even if you're not into wine, it's just beautiful around here. Some of the little hamlets and villages and the rolling hills full of vineyards are a sight to see.
Alsace is peaceful now, but the region has seen its share of trouble. Thanks to 2 separate wars, this eastern region of France was in German possession twice. The crossing of these 2 cultures is everywhere, from the signs to the architecture to the names on the bottles.
This is a cooler region of the world, and they specialize in mostly white wines. They share a lot in common with Germany, in fact.
In Alsace, the Riesling grape reigns supreme and is used to make fresh, clean white wines. Gewürztraminer from Germany makes fruity white wines that reflect roses, lychee fruit, and tropical fruits. In Italy, it's called Pinot Grigio. In Alsace, Pinot Gris. It makes full-bodied white wines that are full of minerals and smoke.
There is one red grape you're going to see that grows well in cool weather, and that's the Pinot Noir grape. They do an excellent job of making wine out of that here.
In these cooler northern climates, red grapes like Pinot Noir tend to come out leaner, more fragrant, and fruity.
The region stretches from north to south and is probably about 120 miles long in total, which means we're not going to get a chance to see the whole thing in our time here.
With over 1,000 producers and growers in Alsace, you'd need weeks, if not months, to explore this area properly. We've got one day. At Domaine Riflet, 6 generations of family members have been making wine here since 1850. In order to keep up with modern times, small producers like Jean-Claude Riflet must change their thinking.
So for us, for Alsace, it's very hard, if I don't say impossible, to fight the really hard competition on the hard way in matter of grape varietals wine.
That makes sense, yeah.
So what we want to promote is something that cannot be relocated. And what cannot be relocated, of course, is our identity.
Yes.
And our identity is a terroir.
Terroir is a term that the French use to describe a wine's character, flavors and qualities that can only come from a specific region. Like many Alsatian producers, Riflet uses organic farming to express their particular terroir.
We cannot fight the competition to the big market. So it makes sense to focus on the little share of consumer who are enjoying and who want to know about something more exclusive.
When we travel, we love to do picnic lunches because it gives us an opportunity to sample some of the local fare. Today we have some ham here. They call it speck, but it's probably more of a local ham. We have a cheese, probably a Munster cheese here with some caraway and cumin in it, some kind of blood sausage, and foie gras de canard, which is duck foie gras. And we're washing it all down with one of these beautiful Pinot Noirs that they make here in the region. Santé.
With scenery like this, it's hard not to take Alsace at a leisurely pace. we're going to visit one more winery. Beneath the three castles of Eguisheim, we find our next stop in the commune of Rousserin-les-Châteaux. Kunzbach has been making wine here since 1795.
In Alsace, you have a lot of things to do and to see. Of course, you have so many different villages to visit with the typical architecture and village very beautiful with different kind of colors. You have a nice gastronomy, so a lot of things to eat, and of course a lot of different wines. Here, for example, we have some organic and biodynamic wines that gives more something more specific of Kunzbach, and also to give more expression of the different terroir that you have here in Alsace.
This time of year is all about the harvest. The winemaker and his crew are understandably preoccupied.
I don't have a time. I'm sorry.
Instead, a short tour of the winery showed us everything we needed to see. Winemaking in Alsace is neither fancy nor glamorous. It's hard work that carries on generations of tradition. More than any pretense, these people care most about what ends up in the bottle.
So you are always welcome in Alsace.
The sun is setting here in Alsace, and unfortunately on our trip too. It's been a really great one through the Alps and then eventually ending up here. We're gonna have to come back sometime and check it out because the wine's pretty fantastic here, and I don't think we gave it a fair shake. So I hope you really enjoyed coming along in my suitcase with me and checking out all that this area has to offer. Until then, auf Wiedersehen, ciao, and au revoir. Take it easy.
And so, another wine adventure comes to a close. But no worries, there are always more here at Wine Living. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching.